Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. I'm here at Steven's house because I built some new things. I'll show you what they are. Let me show you. I built two new things. Still haven't gotten around to doing anything really over there. First, you should probably notice the blue behemoth back here, which is Lapis. I finally built Peridot's other, and this is just hilarious right here. Pearl and Lapis have a smirk, and Peridot's like, why? You see something sticking up over Pearl's head there in the background. I'll get to that in a second. Um, Lapis, she's entirely made out of light blue concrete, black concrete, uh, dark blue concrete, and a little white concrete for her eyes. And then, since Minecraft actually does have blocks of lapis lazuli, yeah, that's kind of the best I can do for her gem. You can't really effectively do a teardrop shape there, but, you know, best I can do. Could you imagine making aquamarine, though, and having to put that same thing, like, right here, though? I wish I could figure out how to combine these two and make, like, personally, I think their fusion would be called turquoise. I just think Peridot and Lapis's fusion would be called turquoise. A lot of people thought emerald, and then the Lars and the Stars preview showed us that emerald is a standalone gem. And then some people thought it would be aquamarine. Uh, Aquamarine was revealed to be a standalone gem. Uh, so turquoise is another popular option because if you look at it, turquoise is green and blue put together, kind of in a swirly pattern. So I could totally see these two forming turquoise. I tried to build Lapis's wings. I did it out of ice. Tried to do it out of ice, but it didn't really work all that well. But I actually kind of like how she turned out. You know, I wanted to put wings on her, but yeah, this turned out okay. Um, that hair was the biggest pain in the butt. It's always the hair with these statues. Making their hair is always the biggest pain in the butt. I think Peridot and Padparachus was the most annoying. Um, Personally, I think her bangs should frame her face more, but that's what the plan said to do, so I'm not gonna argue. I just watch the videos and read the plans and build stuff accordingly. I also tried to give Peridot a gem, because her gem actually sits on top of her visor. It's not under it. A lot of people think it's actually on top of her visor. Because there's certain angles you can see that it's actually sticking up atop her visor. Uh, you would think it'd be under the visor for the sake of protection, but no. Gotta sit on top of it. Um, but yeah, I might try to figure out how to modify the Peridot design and maybe make another Peridot, just like Sans limb enhancer. So like her arms would probably have to cut off like right here, because her arms are actually much shorter, and she'd have to be shorter in general, I think. Or really, I could leave it mostly the same and just kind of like ditch all of this, like just ditch this dark green and black right here just to form hands, and then mostly she'd be about the same, really. Um, I just really don't want to form this damn hair again. I really don't. But I made Pearl a playmate. You can see her in the background. uh, Tried my hand at pixel art, and yeah, there we go. Blue Pearl pixel art. This chick took 20 minutes to put together. Most of that was forming the framework, which is made entirely out of black wool and gray wool. Um, Black wool is mostly used in places where they actually form her body, although some of it is gray. A lot of her body outline is made of black wool. Then her dress and general clothing is made out of gray wool. Her dress, or tutu, or whatever it um, is made out of light blue stained glass. I tried the dark blue, but it didn't really work because her dress is supposed to have this silky kind of sheer, almost see-through with a little blue tinge to it look. Uh, so yeah, and she's got cold feet and a cold body and a cold. Well, I'm gonna leave that one alone, uh, because this is entirely ice. This right here is packed ice, and so are her slippers. Her skin is light blue wool, and her hair is regular wool. And the plans I saw actually said to put a block of white wool right here for her gem for her pearl. Uh, but blue pearl and yellow pearl both have their pearls located in the same location. It's in their chest, like right dead center in their chest. But unlike regular pearl, and I forgot a block over here to go fix her hair up. Uh, but their pearls are actually tinged uh, the color to match the rest of them. So instead of white wool for her pearl, like here I'll show you. Bam. That's what the plans originally said to do, and that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad at all. But I think that this block of diamond, which has a blue tinge to it, works even better because it gives blue pearl a blue tinged gem. So yeah, and this is great because pixel art, pixel art works. Like, you look at these statues and they're 3D and they look pretty good, but you can only see the face from one side. Pixel art is great because you can do this shit. She looks the same on both sides. I kind of really like how this turned out. And I guess technically I should call her Perla Azul, because I made her entirely off of plans that were in Spanish. Luckily, I did take Spanish in high school. But yeah, that's what I did, and I don't really have much to say about Lapis right now. But I do know that there's a thing online. It's called Blue Swap. A lot of people should be familiar with the terms like Mom Swap and stuff like that. Where like Mom Swap would be like where Pearl and Garnet and Amethyst are Steven's parental figures. Amethyst is more of a big sister, but whatever. Um, Mom Swap, most people know, is basically uh, where Peridot, Lapis, and Jasper. If I ever find plans for a Jasper, I'll probably make Jasper. Or I might, if I can find it, I might make a pixel art of Jasper. Um, but Mom Swap is basically instead of Pearl, Garnet, and Amethyst, it's Peridot, Lapis, and Jasper being Steven's guardians. And it varies. Sometimes Lapis is like that world's version of Amethyst. Where she's the happy-go-lucky. Sometimes it's Jasper. I think Jasper um, being the Amethyst kind of works more because just seeing Jasper as being this lovable brute who just like forgets how strong she is half the time and ends up breaking crap, just funny. Peridot, is like a perfect switch for Pearl because, he's the thin intellectual. And then Lapis, when her cool, calm demeanor of most of the time, I think she would be the de facto leader, so she would be their Garnet. But Blue Swap is another take on the Mom Swap idea, which is basically that Greg, Steven's father, uh, in that world, he knows the gems, he's met them, but he didn't fall in love with Rose Quartz, and end up having Steven with her. Instead, he ended up actually meeting Blue Diamond when she was visiting Earth at one point, and they ended up hooking up, and I'm only assuming through shapeshifting, because freaking Blue Diamond's got to be 20 feet tall plus, and probably weigh thousands of pounds. I would assume she'd have to like shapeshift and shrink or something. But somehow they pulled it off of having a child, which was Steven, who does, of course, inherit Blue Diamond's gem lodged in his chest, which you never really see Blue Steven. Like, there's drawings on the internet of Blue Steven, but you never really see too much of his gem. I don't think you ever see all of his gem. You would think Blue Diamond's gem would, like, take up the entirety of Steven's torso, though. But yeah, he basically just has Blue Pearl, uh, working as kind of both a guardian, like a motherly figure, but at the same, she's kind of torn between like being a motherly figure and being a servant, because she still kind of sees Steven as like an incarnation of Blue Diamond. So she's kind of got this weird back and forth thing going on, but it's actually a pretty cool story, and it's an interesting take. Some people have tried swapping like Rose Quartz and Yellow Diamond, but that usually ends up being that Steven is evil. This one ends up being more that Steven's kind of mostly the same, just like power amplified by like a freaking million. But yeah, just a little shout out to that story because I thought it was kind of cool. And this is actually pretty cool. And it took me about half an hour to put her together. The video I watched is literally like 20 minutes and some odd seconds long. Probably an extra 10 minutes added on just because I had to, stop and start the video in various places. I just can't get over this freaking body being, this freaking, what is that word? A unitard being made of ice. Good thing gems can't get cold. But I might make another pixel art and maybe make Yellow Pearl. But I'm really happy with the way that turned out. And Lapis looks pretty good too. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna make like this entire area over here, just make everything be Steven Universe. Uh, there's a couple more statues to build that I've found. There's the two Zircons from the wanted special, blue and yellow. Of course, I've got to make Steven. I might just make him a big 3D statue and have him towering over his house. I have plans to make Finn and put him over there by BMO. And then like I'm thinking maybe over there do like Gumball Watterson's house from the Amazing World of Gumball, and I don't know, if I can find them, maybe some houses from Ed, Edd and Eddy, which was an alright cartoon. It was alright. But yeah, I'm just gonna make like a freaking cul-de-sac of houses over there. Uh, everything I find interesting of Steven Universe will go here. If I can find a pixel art of Blue Diamond, it's going to be the most massive thing. I'm pretty sure that the pixel art of Blue Pearl is bigger than uh, than Teen Titans Tower. I'm pretty sure of that. Come on, run. I'm pretty sure it's taller, and I think I think it might be. Yeah, I had to drop a little, so I'm pretty sure that Blue Pearl pixel art has taken Titans Tower's place. So I need to get out a sign. I always forget where stuff is. So there's a sign. So I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna put a sign right here, and pretty straight to the point. Just give it a straight to the point name. And the only reason I do these signs is because I had the son of a friend kind of like join, like he's also on my friends list, and he joined in, and then like a bunch of his buddies joined in, and like they would just keep bothering me asking what any of this is. So, yeah, just in case anybody comes along and just happens to not know what any of it is, there, read the sign. So, yeah, I mean, I really like how Lapis turned out. I think she looks pretty good. I'm kind of disappointed that I couldn't build wings that looked right for her, but I'm really happy how Blue Pearl here turned out. So I'm probably gonna build Yellow Pearl next to her, and then I'm gonna see if I can't find some Diamond pixel art. And oh boy, if they do full body pixel arts of them, they're gonna be gigantic. Oh wow. I mean, I might have the head of one of them touching them clouds. Holy shit. That's gonna be really interesting to see. But yeah, just a quick shout out real quick. Check out Blue Swap. It's actually a pretty cool story. Peace.